Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This channel is for everyone who wants to change their lives and look for nuggets of inspiration from successful people. We are grateful that you are enjoying our content and tuning in today. After our last video, 5 female billionaires who came from nothing, today we are bringing you yet another interesting list of 5 male billionaires who came from nothing. While some of these names might seem new to you, others are quite popular worldwide. In case you haven't checked out our last video on female billionaires, then you can do it right now by clicking on the link in the top right corner. Now let us get on with the video. Some people succeed in life despite not coming with any social capital, benefits, or generational wealth. They simply achieve it all through their hard work, passion, and mindset. They prove that nothing can stop you from succeeding. Instead, it is only you who can hinder your growth. These following men have made it possible to dream and aspire for more. Today we will talk about some of these brilliant individuals who have left their mark on the world. Now, if you're looking for inspiration and want to improve your route to success, then you have come to the right place. Subscribe now to get daily content. This is the Successful Guys channel, full of inspiration for aspirational wealthy leaders. Now let us get back to our topic for today. Number 5. Howard Schultz. Schultz is perhaps most well known for creating a multinational corporation called Starbucks, which is in 49 countries, with roughly around 17,000 stores. However, Howard Schultz was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth and did not inherit a business. Instead, he was born to immigrant ancestors in 1953 in New York. His paternal great-grandfather came to America with nothing but $10 to his name. He spoke no English and made his living as a tailor. This chain of poverty continued to his parents, both of which never finished high school. After his father's return from World War II, he spent his life working low-paid jobs as a laborer. Schultz realized that the only way out of this cycle is to gain an education and build an entirely new future. He decided to pursue a sports scholarship, but remained unsuccessful in getting one. Instead, he decided to take student loans and immerse himself in part-time jobs. In 1975, he graduated from Northern Michigan University and became the first person who finished his education within the house. He went on to work multiple jobs and landed on one company that dealt with houseware. One of the customers had a small coffee company in Seattle, Washington, named Starbucks, so he decided to go and visit the founders. Soon after, he was leading marketing for Starbucks and moved to Seattle with his wife. That is where his journey with Starbucks started. Now fast forward to 1987, he decided to acquire the company's retail unit for $3.8 million. After perseverance, hard work, and wanting to succeed, in 2018, Starbucks ranked 5th on Fortune's list of the world's most admired companies 2018 and 2019. Number 4. Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren was born on October 14, 1939. He grew up in a middle-class Jewish household with 3 older brothers. His fashion journey started with him working as a part-time stock boy at a department store when he was a teenager. Lauren started the business in 1967 in a tiny office at the Empire State Building. While it was slow progress at first, his real breakthrough came when Neiman Marcus ordered 1,200 ties. After this, his talent spoke for itself, and he sold $500,000 worth of ties in the same year after convincing New York City's Beau Brummel to invest in his wide tie venture. Ralph Lauren is worth $6.9 billion and owns 84% of the voting rights in his company. His famous brand, Polo Ralph Lauren, is currently a $10 billion enterprise. His brand continues to carve out a niche in the market for casuals, menswear, and women's wear. He has a passion for donating and being involved in charity, which is why he co-founded Georgetown's Nina Hyde Center for Breast Cancer Research in 1989. Number 3. David Murdock. David Murdock is a billionaire, businessman, and philanthropist with $2.1 billion attached to his name. In the beginning, he did not come from a stable or wealthy household. He was born in 1923 in Missouri. His father was a salesman and his mother a laundress. After he moved to Detroit, he became homeless. He did not have more than a few cents after serving in World War II. He started his business life by borrowing $900 from a trustworthy man, which he utilized by buying a diner in Detroit. He flipped it for a profit of $700, then used the cash to buy a car to drive to Arizona. There, he started his journey of buying homes and property. He started a real estate empire that grew to include Dole Foods Co. and Castle & Cooke. He is the chairman of both companies, and through Castle & Cooke, he owns residential homes on the lands of Arizona, California, and Hawaii. Murdock's life mantra is simple yet effective, as he claims, "To do the impossible, you must see the invisible." Number 2. Ken Langone. Kenneth Langone, most famously associated with his investment in Home Depot, is worth $5.9 billion. He came from a line of devout Christian Italian immigrants. His parents were a plumber and a cafeteria worker who were extremely supportive of their son. To save up for college, he used to dig ditches for the Long Island Expressway. However, as the savings were not enough, his parents had to mortgage their house to collect money to pay for their son's tuition fees at Bucknell University. After graduation, Langone worked in the investment department while attending night classes 4 nights a week at the New York University School of Business. He obtained his MBA from NYU in 1960. In 1961, Langone took an interest in Wall Street and became an associate at R.W. Pressbrick & Company. In the next 14 years, Ken Langone bought his first seat on the New York Stock Exchange for $60,000. He later sold that for $1.5 million, which built his reputation as a businessman who buys low and sells high. Langone gained a public repertoire when he founded his home improvement store, which later became Home Depot. In 1978, the first Home Depot opened its doors in Atlanta. Today, Home Depot is a nationwide chain employing more than 300,000 people. Thank you for sticking by throughout the video. Now for the final reveal of the number 1 male billionaire who changed the course of his entire life and is one of the most well-known men in the whole world. Number 1. Larry Ellison. Ellison, a multi-billionaire with a net worth of $116.5 billion, was born in 1944 in New York City. He had a 19-year-old single mother who asked her aunt and uncle to raise him in Chicago. In 1964, when Ellison's adoptive mother passed away, he decided to drop out of the College University of Illinois. He did not have a close bond with his uncle and chose to drive off to California after his aunt's death. He juggled various odd jobs in California and then spent the next few years becoming a programmer. He started working at electronic shops, after which he finally found a software development company in 1977, which is now known as the Oracle Corporation. In 1987, the company became known as the largest database management company in the world. It is now one of the world's largest technology companies, and he owns 35% of the company. However, in 2014, he decided to step down as the CEO, but remained involved by becoming the chairman and chief technology officer. He decided to branch out and purchase 3 million Tesla shares in 2018, where he then joined as a board member. Ellison is also involved in philanthropy as he decided to give back to society by pledging to donate $200 million to the Cancer Treatment Center of the University of Southern California. So here are 5 stories of some awe-inspiring men who became trailblazers and achieved the most out of their lives. These individuals started from nothing and landed on the stars. They made the world remember their names and left a legacy behind. From growing up at a farm, not having a family, being homeless, to proceeding to make multi-billion-dollar companies, these men have one thing in common: a vision. This vision is their weapon and superpower, as it sets them apart from everyone else. Anyone can dream, but very few people dare to pursue those dreams. These men have made extraordinary strides in all the spheres of the business world, through which they have given each longing child a dream. They have defied the norms and made it clear that it does not matter who you are, you can become anyone you want to be. As it does not matter where you come from. What matters is what you make out of it in your life. If you gained some inspiration from all these driven men today, then smash the like button, comment your thoughts down below, and do not forget to subscribe for similar daily content. Let us know if there are any more stories about self-made male billionaires that you look up to or want to be like in the future. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to also watch our other videos. See you next time!